Ban.
Having that backup opportunity for him is really important. If you put him on something like a pop,
10 seconds
and he
remaining.
gets shut down, like they just never come back. So
5 seconds
basically,
remaining.
for me, right now, MOUZ are yet to be
Radiant team
exposed
ban.
with their Lash draft. I think that their Lash
Dire
draft
team
is still
ban.
not fully exposed. I think whenever they play Lash Task, they're looking on a
Radiant
different
team's
level.
turn to ban.
And teams have tried many different strats to shut it down completely. I don't think that they have managed just yet to
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team
completely
ban.
figure it
Dire
out
team
and
ban.
make sure that it can be just countered. So they ban out the task immediately. I think this is a really good play because it leaves
10
Yamich
seconds
into
remaining.
some pudge or something like that. Like no task available.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Yamich has been playing a lot of that pudge. Just to add, by the way, to MOUZ, and I know this is like a little bit of a overglaze, but I know I really am proud of this team. They qualified for Blast 5 out of Europe, beating Na'Vi, who have looked really strong. And you look at the results, and it's just growth, right? Dream League,
Dire team's turn to
they miss out. They get top 6 in that qualifier. Then they qualify for Fisher Playground 2, which is going to be at the end of the month. Then they qualify for PGL Wallachia 6 in first in that qualifier, beating Virtus Pro, who a lot of people expected to be a very strong roster coming into the mix. And now they've qualified for Blast. I mean, this team, it's so cool because I also think about longevity with teams, especially early in the TI season. You get to that post-TI, and everybody's always really excited for the roster changes and the shuffles that come out. But a lot of those teams don't make it past that first qualifier session. They have those moments, and if you don't qualify for what you need to go to or you're not getting invited, there will be switches. But MOUZ have set up their calendar to not only have today, but they have set up to have at least, I would say, till the end of the year to really prove themselves as this full roster, and that's exciting. I think, especially if you're mid one and you coming into this, you're coming out of the break and not sure where your future lies. To know that you have a solid future with the team must be super exciting. I think that the prospect of that and the prospect of being in the last day of this tournament as well is like really, I don't know. I get oddly choked up because it's such a weird feel. Like it's excitement for others, you know? And it's not to say that I'm not excited for Liquid either, but it's cool seeing them be cohesive as a unit too. It takes a lot. It takes a lot from all these players, and it's really cool to see that growth. I don't know. That's all I got. I'm getting the early morning emotions
10
out.
seconds remaining.
This is one fancy word I know. It's vicarious, right? Like you're vicariously living through them. So you're feeling those emotions, and it's understandable. Same like you're watching some football club. As a player as well, ex-player, I remember what it feels like, and having a couple of tournaments lined up is always amazing. I feel like my team got as many gift invites as we have qualified most of my teams. I'm not saying that in a good way, of course, but MOUZ have already qualified for, like you said, shit on it. They're gonna have a packed year. Hopefully qualifiers aren't where they stop, because
Radiant team's
it
turn to
can
ban.
get rough, like you play some qualifiers, you go into a tournament, you end up last. I don't think that this is a team that should, in any of the upcoming tours, be the bottom 2-3 slots. I feel like they have a lot of potential to be middle of the pack, maybe even like the upper middle part, because a lot of teams have reshuffled. A lot of your stable names, strongest teams have lost players, have lost their authority in the scene. Like Liquid, honestly, being one of them. Like with these two changes, I don't think these players individually are any worse from what they had. I don't think Ace is worse than Saberlight. I don't think that Tofu is worse than Insania mechanically and individually. But as a team, it takes time to gel. So for Liquid, these kind of tournaments are really important to learn and adjust. They do have a good background component of the team, like two good coaches that will help them out.
Radiant teams
At times they had even 3. But Prophet is something that every single team has banned out versus Mouse.
Whoa! Hey.
Snatched.
Yeah, taking that Yamich Pudge away.
You know what this is? This is like Yamich, you played Tusk, and you played Pudge. Let's see if you have any other hero in your hero pool. Basically what they did with this Pudge pick.
10 seconds
And they
remaining.
did that to them in that last game. In that last game, Yamich ended up playing
remaining.
Tiny, and he did not have a good game. He went 2-16.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm a big enjoyer of position 5 Pudge. Played it last night. I feel the hero is in not the best spot as a support. Like this hero is just mid one is that's cozy. That's a cozy sofa right there. I need to buy one.
Yeah, that's
might ask
me.
where he got.
That's me circa DPC for China.
That's literally I'm done. That's not mid
Yeah.
one. That's I'm done right there. Asleep in
God.
his zone. It's early for. I mean, it's not early. It's early for you, but it shouldn't
Dire
be for
team's turn
MOUZ.
to pick.
I don't want to say somebody check on him. All right, the head turn. But if you recall last year or throughout this year, I want to say there was a player I will not name who fell asleep during the draft and didn't wake up. He woke up eventually. I'm not saying they died.
That's a Parker, right?
They didn't.
10 seconds
Yeah.
I
remaining.
wasn't trying to say
Radiant
names,
team's turn to
but
pick.
I mean,
They
why
fell
wouldn't you?
they
You
fell asleep and they had to call GG.
You know what? I'm all fine with people sleeping during the draft if they don't have to. You know, if the heroes won't be decided by them anyway.
10
And
seconds
Prophet
remaining.
has already been picked for him, so of course he could maybe give some more input.
5
But if
seconds
the guy is tired, better than he's refreshed.
They picked him.
I like that.
But what else does he have to put in?
I like that more than like some of the experience I had where people were alt-tabbing to go Instagram and DM some girls while we were drafting. I'm like, bro, it's the middle of the game.
We're in the middle of the game, yeah.
He dies and he alt-tabs. Did you see this cute cat reel? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Me sending you guys reels every day.
Yeah. Who can get
Radiant
reeled in
team's turn to
is
pick.
the Undying, usually by Pudge, but at the same time, he doesn't really care, right? Like it's a really strong laner. If you even hook him, he can just decay you, run you down. This is a nice combo from Liquid by getting the gyro as well. If you're looking at Pudge as a hero on Liquid,
10
something
seconds
tells me
remaining.
that it's going to be boxy.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't really mind seeing
5
this lane
seconds remaining.
of Tofu plus Gyro on top lane with Pudge and Gyro. But we'll see. Maybe they have something else in store. Something that's perhaps a little bit stronger into the Undying. Undying is a bit annoying because of the Tombstone as well. Like you can hook the zombie. And if it gets into the way, it's like...
Dire
if the
team's
zombie
turn
is
to pick.
down, it's really hard. To
Mereska has
focus on.
arrived.
But okay, now Dark Flow as well.
I like the idea of Pudge being played by Tofu, especially because we said how he plays a little bit more greedy.
Yeah.
So I don't mind
10
that.
seconds remaining.
No, I'm telling you, like this hero, the way I see it, Yamich
5
makes it work
seconds
on 4,
remaining.
sure. But I think it's just much better positioned on the safe lane.
Dire team ban.
It's easier to hook under the tower. Even something like an Undying, if you manage to hook him under the tower, then
Your
suddenly it's a
Radiant team's
completely
turn to
different
ban.
story. You know, tower is hitting him, you're rotting him, he can fall. It gives you some options, and it's so much easier to play Pudge from the safe lane because you unblock the small camp and you don't even have to contest the hard camp because you can hook the big creep.
10
It's like
seconds
so
remaining.
natural to play on that position. But let's see. MOUZ picks up a troll. It
5
looks like a good
seconds
troll
remaining.
game as well. It's also just their super comfort zone, I
Radiant
think.
team ban.
Yeah. I'm not completely sold on Troll.
Mhm.
Maybe that's just because we haven't been seeing it win personally. I think the last time we saw it was Mankushi for us. But Mickey has played it. It's 10 games 5-5. So it's 50-50.
10 seconds remaining.
Crystallis has played this hero 5 times
How many times
himself
did he
throughout
win?
the
5 seconds
qualifier.
remaining.
And he's 3-2 with it in his 5 games during this tournament.
Yeah, win some, lose some then, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's see if he's going to make it 50-50 or if it's going to be a little bit better than that. On Team Liquid, they need to find a offlaner that is decent in troll. Unless MOUZ thinks that maybe even Pudge can be that. I don't think Pudge
Dire
should
team's turn to ban.
be the offlane. But so far, Team Liquid also banning out offlaners, and they're actually seemingly expecting Undying to not be the position 3. I don't know why you wouldn't put Boom on Undying, though. He likes playing the hero, and
10 seconds
it's
remaining.
not that terrible. I mean, Gyro is good versus anything, but you have some kill potential with the
seconds
Undying
remaining.
and Prophet EPing in.
Saberlight played it for Avalus. It was offlane the other 2 times that the Undying was picked.
Yeah, I like it as I guess. I mean, they don't have the ultimate last pick on MOUZ, so it's kind of hard for them to hide their cards. It could be a position 5 Undying, but not sure. Bane yesterday was played as a 4. Maybe that's throwing them off a little bit as well. Let's see, Underlord
It was a bully. Bane yesterday was quite the bully, actually. Oh my god. Yeah, talk about a hero. I'm trying to think. What would you want as a support that's like still kind of there?
10 seconds
Do they even just go
remaining.
back to that Tiny and throw Bane in the 5?
5
Throw
seconds
Yamich on that
remaining.
Tiny.
In Tiny Undying doesn't strike me as
Radiant team's turn
Greatest
to pick.
lane.
the greatest.
Okay.
You get disrupted. So we were right. Team Liquid read this maybe a bit. Maybe they just maybe they just covered their bases, right? Like maybe they thought, okay, this is maybe Undying support, maybe offlane, but these offlaners would cause bigger issues, so
10
they banned
seconds
the
remaining.
Tide and the Mars. For Liquid now,
5
an offlane
seconds
that's decent
remaining.
to Disruptor Bane. What's banned out? What's left in the pool usually? Beast is left.
Centaur,
in the pool.
Beast, Underlord got banned, which we've been calling for that hero a lot, and I think that more and more people have been last phase banning it, and it's no surprise. It feels really strong. Other offlaners that are available.
Centaur is good, I would say.
Axe. Wow, yeah,
Choose your
Axe. Oh my
hero.
god.
We're dumb. Yeah, we're dumb.
Jesus. Yeah,
Actually,
considering that's like a first phase ban in some cases. Holy
Yeah.
hell.
It's just that you had 2 options. One was Axe and the other was Doom. You're playing into Troll, right? That's why. I wasn't thinking straight, but yeah, they get themselves the Axe. I feel like in the lane itself, you are playing into a Disruptor and Troll, so I think Boxy will need to protect him a little bit. It won't be an easy lane where Boxy can just leave. But honestly, with this one-man army, you get the chainmail and a couple of Ring of Protections, and a Troll does truly do a lot, so maybe Dark Willow will even be able to creep skip once or twice and
10
then
seconds
start
remaining.
rotating on the Prophet. You have some nice setup for the Prophet as well with
5
the Void
seconds
Spirit, Later
remaining.
Remnant, Brambles as well. And Pudge will be a 5, which is kind of cool from Liquid. I think that they solved any issues that they had with this last pick of Axe.
Looking at this lineup, I'm just kind of putting together. I mean, Axe last pick.
Mhm.
Like you think of offlaners that have really just. I mean, it's one-man army. You stay pretty much alone. That means Dark Will is going to be rotating quite a bit. It gives you a lot of opportunity to make some movements happen. I'm also always worried about this Troll. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't have faith in heroes. It's that and like,
Mhm.
I don't know, Abaddon, but Abaddon wins a lot, so that's mistrust, and just in my part. But
It's like-
I'm curious to see this Undying offlane. We've only seen it twice so far, and I want to say it was in one winning effort and one losing effort. So it's like such a small sample size. I don't really know what to expect. I mean, Rotting Mitts is the go-to, but that lane is with Bane. I guess you set up Nightmare, throw a Tombstone down. You probably have a couple of decays, and you can run in on somebody.
This game will be, it can be, it won't, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it can be decided by Tofu. Like if he gets a couple of good hooks and he slows down the Undying on the offlane, suddenly you're playing on an even ground. Because if you just
for
look at
battle.
these 2 drafts, MOUZ should play on a much higher tempo. Like they have the Prophet mid with an Undying on offlane. This is basically an Undying that can activate the Prophet at every point, you know, in the laning stage. You can just TP. The moment you get, like, level 3, you can TP as Prophet and make a difference.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Axe is Omega passive. Like, in the laning stage, sure, you can pressure, but from minute 10 to 16, 17, I feel like you're just farming your Blade Mail plus Dagger. You know, you need 2 items before you're truly online.
Yeah, I mean, it sets up with Yamage too. Like, I just think he's going to be showing up in this offlane a lot.
30 seconds to battle.
I wouldn't be surprised too if Celery comes through the Twin Gate quite often. If it's just going to be Axe in the top lane, you don't have to be most likely babysitting Crystallis as heavily, right? So you could bring 4 heroes, and we've seen that before. Smoke's going to break. Ward's going to be placed down. They'll be out of range to do anything about getting this gyrocopter. And they'll get a D-ward for their troubles too.
Let's get
100
moving.
gold for Celery, but that means they know that that OBS is there, and they will work towards denying it. 30 runes, by the way, and a hook hits, and this is going to be mid one dying.
Awaits first blood.
Good bramble setup. So Boxy hits him. With the brambles, you start. Now this is a feels good man if you're Pudge, right? Like you start the bottom lane suddenly with a lot of mana regen as well. Most likely he will at least. We'll see what he spends his seed money with.
And we've seen Pudge be greedy and go full boots and not have regen, but this time around, yeah, picks up the salve, finishes the wand, gets more tangos, 2 mangoes, and he is off to the races with regen.
He, first I gotta say that he started the lane. We'll see how mid goes now with mid 1 dying, but it should be still all right for him. It's not a super easy lane. They get a kill on. Okay, this one I honestly did not expect.
No, not at all. I was looking bottom with the producer camera over mid as well. I was not expecting a kill to happen here. They might even get another one. They're going to try and go to Ace. I mean, he's very hard to kill early on, but Crystallis getting that kill is just... You don't want to ever give that much more to a carry like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to... and it's before Glimpse was even up, you know, it's before they had any big spells, so that was sort of a mistake, gotta admit, from our boy Boxy.
The one thing I will say about potentially bottom being a harder gank for mid one is if Tofu has hook and they go for Mickey, they'll have Tofu to hook Mickey out of the sprout. Potentially.
As long as there's no zombies on him.
Yeah, that makes it way harder.
They also have Sleepwalk that you have to worry about. Can move targets in a weird way. Yamit should be fine here. Harassing foot. I'm surprised they're not pulling top and maybe keep skipping. Axe is taking so much damage that this is insane.
They already went TP. I mean, mid one's looking. This is also, by the way, the difference maker. I think Nature's Prophet's one of those you can show you're a pro compared to your pubs. Or compared to viewer pubs. Because this, I think, for Nature's Prophet to be so successful, you do need a lot of communication. Good Aether Remnant. That stops Prophet from TPing, you know, initially. I don't know if it's going to matter. They still look to get Mickey. They will get this kill. Top lane, there is no kill to be had. But that's also mid one getting this urn and already 2 charges on it.
Absolutely. Like you get the urn and you start rotating. That's it. Like literally, what did we say? Level 3, level 4. He's already capable of rotating.
That right?
The thing is, Undying plus Bane allow you to do that. Some heroes just don't because the enemy team is always full. You can never actually make a difference. But Undying and Bane are just constantly harassing. So they're gonna try to go on Boom, but I don't even know if this is possible, honestly.
Boom is taking a good amount of damage. The one thing I will say is mid one can't get away with just TPing right in front of the Nisha because he already stopped it once and the timings get messed up a little bit. He got away with it there, but, you know, he'll just throw an Aether Remnant, stop your TP.
Yeah, but you don't lose the cooldown.
No, of course, but it is, you know, maybe that second or two matters.
It
is all I'm
does.
getting at.
Generally, he also has to use a spell
He
to make
go
that
top
happen.
again.
He has a...
And he's gonna TP. Shadow Realm Strike, kill on a Celery, and now the call, Crystallis. He is all by himself, and mid one didn't commit to that TP. Crystallis has to run, and now they've got the Battle Hunger on him. Now there's a TP coming through. They've got the slow and a Boxy. The Bramble Maze is going to be placed down. But where's the damage at? There's no damage to get this kill, and the TP escape from Boxy just goes all the way back to the base, and that leaves mid one without getting a kill, and uses one of those urn charges.
It's just, if you don't kill Boxy on the Dark Willow, this is the annoying part of the hero. He just goes into the Shadow Realm and he heals up in an instant. So bring him to like 5%, he goes into Shadow Realm, he comes out with 50% of HP. So you gotta make sure that you kill him if you're going on him.
Definitely.
Or he's gonna turn.
Now he's got Raindrops, Boxy. They got that kill onto Celery, but
Mid lane, they're TPing the Pudge.
and Boxy. Bramble Maze misses, hook attempt hits. And now mid one, and he sprout to the low ground. He tries. Attempt to TP out, but the Aether Remnant is there, and mid one's gonna die.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He was
Stay down.
juking so hard, like he tried to get away, but he didn't manage in the end. I think
thought
this
that
is
hook
pretty...
missed.
Yeah, it was pretty cool play from the two supports, just going mid, killing the guy that likes to... It's like killing a Dawnbreaker, right? Like you want to go on the lane where the global presence is at. That's where you want to fight. So you don't get outnumbered.
Just kind of watching mid one, who now is behind and needs to be careful because Nisha does have this level 6, and they're coming back over towards mid. Boxy's stacking in the moment. It is the power rune that is going to be on the ground, and it is an invis rune bottom for Tofu to pick up or hold.
Maybe
for
another hook.
Nisha. Hook misses, and now he picks up the invis rune. Mickey is dead. He got that kill onto the gyrocopter while all that was going on, and he ends up dying. There's a tombstone down. They've gotten themselves the brain sap and the glimpse.
He missed the hook because he was trying to dodge the rune. That's the main reason. He didn't want to hook the rune, so he needed to go around it. Fudge? It's under a sentry, but not for long. They actually fight this gyro good.
Damage. Gyro's gonna be in trouble. These decays are gonna be brutal. And they'll get the kill. They pop that sprout. The Astral Step, though, Aether Remnant. Boom's not the easiest target to go on. He's got 300 health remaining. He's also got a Lotus to work with. Nisha had made that jump in. And they're going to buy back on the bait, and they're going to try and dissimulate an Astral Step away. The Wrath of Nature. And the kill is there because he had the Thunder Strike on him, so the vision gives him one of those later jumps, and they get the kill on the Void Spirit.
Dude, damage he just had to buy back because Pudge was smoked up
Not
going
much
for the
good's
rune.
happening to
For the
Radiant's
Wisdom Shard, sorry. Didn't want to let that go.
Now they might just get Tofu.
It's got meat shield.
Radiant's bottom tower's got
But
problems.
they should get him. They have Sleepwalk.
And another tombstone. Boom, just chasing down these heroes, and that is going to be a kill for Celery. They do a good job at cleaning up.
Yeah, so far all 3/4 of the MOUZ are
Radiant's
on
bottom
top.
tower is under attack.
Prophet was actually feeling it. All these rotations were starting to hurt, but now with a couple of kills on the side lanes, he's absolutely back. He's even above the Void Spirit, who has literally just been CSing with one failed rotation down bottom.
Not the biggest lead, 1,000 net worth lead. Haste rune picked up for Void Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Damage being done to this bottom tier 1.
Dire have fortified
Not
their
good for this
structures.
gyrocopter, but definitely a hero that can get away with just farming. His mid one gets hooked through the brambles, just cannot survive. Boom comes over, pops that ult, and this is now Tofu getting run back with the glimpse. They'll get the kill there.
Did you see how he was hitting one then the other, making sure that zombies get applied on both heroes?
Better help Dire's
Yeah.
They're
middle
slowed,
tower.
forces the TP from Dark Willow. She couldn't just run. But yes, this is still, I would say, for Liquid, the most optimal gameplay. Their lanes are realistically much weaker. But as long as you are pressuring the Prophet, I feel like there aren't too many things that MOUZ can do. So I feel like the two supports focusing on mid lane is a really good idea.
See how this 10-minute mark kind of measures out. We haven't really talked about Axe. He's been kind of quiet. He's going for the blade mail.
Yeah, he
But
has been,
he's just Solitude, right?
yeah, absolutely. Bot lane.
Rambo's down again. Damage very low very quickly. That is an easy pick off for the side of Liquid.
Yeah, he was a little bit too deep. They couldn't even respond to it. Even though they have Static Storm now, they don't have Flash Golem. He's back mid with haste. Maybe there's a hook possible here. You can see how Prophet is just playing behind the creeps whenever he's last hit.
Radiant's middle
At
tower
least during the
shouldn't have to take
nighttime,
this
you've got to do that.
abuse.
Way too scary to play any other way. Gyro bot.
Sprout connects, but
Radiant's
just locked
bottom
himself
tower is
out.
under attack.
There's only level 2 Glints.
Are
The
those
Disruptor didn't
cracks in
max
Dire's
out.
top
You see
tower?
this very often on
I guess Radiant
Disruptors.
fortified their structures.
Going for 2-2-1. I'm surprised he didn't go to 2-3-0. Like, that's
Beating
something
on
that I see
Dire's
very
top
often now as well. This is good too. Axe on top.
Glimpse on Axe. Static Storm committed. He's a tanky hero, level 9 already. They need to slow him up. They need to do more damage with the Wrath of Nature flying through, though. They're trying to get this kill, taking a lot out of them. Nightmare gets committed, and eventually Crystallis gets that successful attempt at a kill.
Yeah, he had to get him as well. With the Prophet, he does benefit from it. Of course, he has a vessel completed.
Someone better
Mid one
help
on the other
Dire's
side
middle
does not have it
tower.
yet. 100 gold away. He should have it very soon, though. They're making the same rotation down bottom on the Undying now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're going to make this rotation or attempt to. I wonder if there's any responses. They have a tier 1 tower. He just needs to be able to survive. He's got 11 wand charges and a Lotus. They've done a good job of pinching him.
Radiant's top
Now the
tower
smoke
is under
breaks.
attack.
He's going to sit in the trees. Tofu ready to block out his path. And that will be a dead Undying. So both offlaners dying, but Undying is undying and back immediately with the Cecil's third.
He instantly
Radiant's middle
respawns.
tower
I do
could use some
believe
help.
that it hurts him more when he dies like this. I think he wants to play the tempo a bit more than the
Radiant's
axe.
top
But
tower deserves just as much help.
Now they're
as the
coming straight
bottom.
top, but spotted immediately by Yamage. Hook hits on Celery. Celery, he doesn't have Static Storm, but he has the Kinetic Field. The cooldown's going to be used. The TP over from this Void Spirit. Nisha, 8th Remnant. That'll lock up the kill onto the Disruptor. They get the Culling Blade there, too. So Ace get himself more into the Coat of Blood. They look over as they kill Tofu bottom.
they have grip. But
Yeah,
there's
might
a
be able to-
shield drone still on him.
Yeah,
They actually
it's still
go through
alive.
this.
Try. Pop that ult, and now can they get the damage out? Nisha gonna be controlled. They tried Astral Step. They might still go though. Nature's
middle
Prophet
tower
TPing into a
isn't the last
very
one.
tough spot. I don't know about that, but now they've got the Tombstone. Do you want to commit?
Yeah, Boxy is behind as well. Like, he was cutting them off, so
Dire's middle
they
tower
couldn't
is
really
under
get there.
attack.
Yeah, grip, more or less wasted. It was a nice attempt, of course. Like, you want to take it, but shield drone is just so massive at this point. He's got the vessel as well, so he's not that squishy on the Void Spirit as well. They have Static Storm there.
Good job. Staying away. But Boxy, he'll get chased by Boom for a second. Ace, ooh, into the call on to mid one. The vessel's on him and the blade mail is there. They get the courier. They look for the terrorize. That lands. The mid one is just very vulnerable. The vessel on him too with the bedlam there from Boxy. They will get this trade. But now here comes the gyrocopter. They'll hit the glimpse. And And they'll drop down the static storm. That locks up Nisha, but the hook save is there. And he's got the astral step to just walk away from this one. Really well done by Tofu to make sure that they were able to keep him alive.
Get to freedom right there for Nisha.
Yeah, ticket to freedom for Nisha. But what you could do is put an exclamation point ticket into the chat. Get more information about tickets for Fissure Playground 2. You go click the banner below to get more information as well. It's 1-day passes or 3-day passes starting at €8 at the Sava Center in Belgrade, Serbia. They go for Ace. Got the tombstone, the two-man call, not going to matter, even with the blade mail popped. 3,000 net worth lead for MOUZ is just continuing to balloon, and we'll see if they're going to be able to pop it on Liquid.
They did manage to slow
a couple times.
They did manage to slow down Nisha, but not kill him too many times. He's 116. He's having a pretty decent game.
Right.
But Axe needs the blink. Like, once Axe gets a blink on Liquid, they can play Dota. Right now, they're mostly on the reactive side. Whatever happens is mostly done by MOUZ, and then Liquid kind of respond to it. A very different story once he has Blade Mail and Blink, but I need to say, this is not a free Axe game. Like, a lot of Axe games we have, it's basically... Like, once he gets Blade Mail, Blink, he carries the game. How many games did we see like that, right? Like, plenty. Bot lane Gyro.
Potentially kill here. So what did the Dawnbreaker usually have this Nature's Prophet just to come back in? And a big one. Making that TP attempt. We got the Fiend's Grip, Static Storm, even committed, meaning the Dark Hole can't do anything, and that's a +1, committing to that TP into the Static Storm. Hoping you can get something done. Very ambitious.
Someone better help
Very.
Dyer's
If he
middle
TP'd a bit further away, or if it was
happening
Pudge
to
maybe,
Radiant's
but even
bottom tower.
just saving him there was almost impossible because of the Prophet TPing in. He just
Radiant's bottom
always
tower is
makes
under
that
attack.
difference, just gives the extra amount of damage needed.
They're beating on Dyer's top tower.
This lead is really growing, and you've got Christos who's got this Battle Fury now, and it's time to start rolling.
Tower is under attack.
And his net worth is way higher than the Gyro's. Obviously, Gyro is, you know, somebody who can farm pretty well with the flat cannon.
He is, and he's supposed to be in front. That's the thing. You have flat cannon, like you said, but you also have a Gyro that's 0-4. 0-4 Gyro versus 3-0 Troll. Of course, Troll is going to be in front, no matter what his farming abilities are like. Just from the kills alone, he gets that difference in gold. And this is truly not where he wants your Gyro. The bottom of the network charts, it's not great. They do have a blink on Axe. It's time to make some space. It's time to do some stuff. You gotta be careful how they play around Bane, though. He can mess up Axe's combo completely.
I will say this, Celery is giga farmed. And he is going, you know, we see these 5-position disruptors all the time, right? They go boots, and sometimes they get greedy, and they want Ags. And I mean by greedy, I mean the, you know, the tier neutral greedy.
Radiant
But
fortified their structures.
he's got almost 5,000 net worth, and he's got a Solar Crest, he's working on a Shard, and he's trying to get a Glimmer Cape. With him farming so much, I mean, this is going to be a big impact disruptor. Sometimes we see that blink into the Ags, but he's even going more into these very support, help my core items. And I mean, if he continues to have gold coming in like this, it could be Glimmer, it could be Shard, it could be Blink and Axe. And it ain't feeling like that much of a disruptor, which is not very common.
They're going on the Pudge.
Comes back.
Is there.
And Tofu will channel to this member, but still dead. Crystal's getting kill on that.
That was Spite Hook right there before he dies, which is in some damage. See, they're trying to go into the pit. This is where Undying shines the most. He enables you to actually go for these kind of rush plays. It's very hard to contest, even if you have all your heroes. When there's a tombstone in the pit.
Roach trying to Kill that tombstone.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
I really like the fact that you mentioned the build from Disruptor. Solar Crest is important here. Just making sure that... and Glimmer next. I actually would forgo the Shard and just go straight into the Glimmer. Just make sure that whoever gets called is as tanky as possible.
Right.
Maybe...
Well, sometimes it's like me. I put Shard in my quick buy, knowing that Tormentor's coming soon, so I can, like, wish for it.
Ah, I see.
Because I don't think that's a straight-up purchase at the moment.
Oh, the call is here.
Mid one, he's going to try and TP out, gets that Solar Crest help, and he is away.
And the Orchid as well, right? Like Orchid stopping the dunk. Oh, if he shows his glimpse, he might be dead.
Look now for the Axe who TP's out.
Yeah, that was a good TP.
They've got the Fuse group now as they're moving all over the map. Killing Boxy. Chrysalis with another kill. I mean, this guy now 5-0-2. He's working on his BKB.
Yeah, maybe Tormentor next. He's got the BKB. He doesn't have the BKB, but he has SNY. Blade Mill and Undying. This hero could have bought anything, I feel like, and he'd still be impactful, but he's buying a pipe as well.
Middle tower shouldn't
It
have to
should
take
come
this
shortly.
abuse.
Like, they're becoming extremely tanky. But Axe is yet to find his play in the game.
Yes. He has really lacked the ability to follow up or be the initiator, and now they'll go for the Tormentor. Disruptor, did it pay off? No. Yamich is going to get the Shard. Had he been following the channel, maybe that could have been the way to go about it, but exclamation point F in the chat. You can follow us on all socials, get all news, past, present, and future for Fissure and the universe around us, and you can enjoy some more Fissure fun. Terrorize lands, and there's the follow-up on the mid one. There's nobody here to help, and it's just not going to be in time to get the save on this Nature's Prophet. That's a big kill. The hook misses, and now they've got the glimpse available.
Zoning hook.
He's invis. Crystal still wants to go in, and Nisha has given up on this. They're going to let this Pudge die.
It's a position 5 Pudge. At this point, it's fine. You know what I noticed? We didn't talk about it during the draft, but Pudge did go for Dismember Strength. He went for the fresh meat. Bacon on Dark Willow is actually really damn cool. But let's see if she survives. I'll tell you why. Because you have a ridiculous amount of burst damage with your ulti already. But sometimes you need a little bit extra with your axe. This Dagon is going to allow you to get that target low enough for the dunk to happen fast enough. So it's all about the burst. If someone gets hooked, you need to insta-kill it before some sleep even comes into play, before some saves come into play. There aren't any mantas or anything like that you need to kill. It's not because of any illusions, it's just for some burst. And the overall Dagon is nice on her, even though you don't see it very often in Dark Willow. Nice spell lifesteal.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Compare that though. Like, he's getting a Yules. You compare that to what the Disruptor or the Bane has. Now Bane has Shard, of course, but that's a little bit of an inflated net worth. But the Aether Lens is going to be good for him, and he is going to commit to this Gun Cape, so it's not going to be the Shard. He's going to try and hold out on that.
If Disruptor was a bit closer, that was a glimpse. One thing that I dislike about the support builds on MOUZ is no Unisceptor. Like, you are playing into a Pudge and into an Axe.
Right.
Unisceptor tends to be kind of important, but Bane is a sort of a hero where you have to be a bit more selfish with, especially if you're a 4. Oh, even with the Aether Lens, he doesn't get that sleep there.
This range is missing by a little bit. Backdoor's going to be taken off as these creeps come in. He's in the brambles. Good set up for a hook. Maybe they're looking for it. They are going to whip up. But nobody's here. Actually, Nisha is going to be by mid one who just TP towards bottom. Hook is off the mark. Shadow Realm TP in, but the Static Storm, they knew where he was coming from. They've got the kinetic field. The Wrath of Nature flies in. Crystallis got this Aegis. He just runs forward, gets hit by this Terrorize, but it doesn't matter. Ace and Boxy are dead. Tofu, Mickey are both in. He's going to try and take out this Tombstone. They still can't kill Crystallis. He's still alive with that first light. Oh, finally pops the Aegis. Mid one's going to be in here. The Spirit Vessel is on Mickey, and they've taken out the Gyrocopter.
Dude, he died with like 1 second on the Aegis. Literally, I mean, the troll. He died just as the Aegis was being reclaimed. He had the best possible timing on it. Which is also surprising that they initiated the way they did, even though it was still up for like 20-30 extra seconds. So they didn't have a defensive book to save the axe. Another sleep. This is a mess now. This is at least the side, it seems like. Maybe Axe can counterplay it though.
Both connects on a Crystallis. They've got the Dismember, but the kill is there. Wow. A lot of damage very quickly. Mid one's actually stuck with a lot of these heroes. But Tofu dies. Axe hits the call. Into that blade mail. Mid one's got the vessel on him too, but Ace is gone. They'll have the Gyrocopter coming back, but this is a play from Celery to jump in front of Mid one to try and allow him to TP out. The Astro Step, the damage not enough, and Nisha, he's now sitting pretty low. Mule's up into the air, and they're still trying to get the kill here on Anisha. Who's got the damage?
I mean, that is just absolutely insane. He's got the Searing Signet, of course, that helps out a little bit, but he took so much strength that Soul Rip just does a ton of damage. They glimpsed the Gyro. Gyro didn't want to BKB as well. Like, Mickey didn't want to waste it. So he got glimpsed back, and because of that, they could continue fighting and killing off Void Spirit without Gyro hitting them. By the way, they're very quick. Mid one is always on point when it comes to just disabling the initiator on the opposing side. I've seen it so many times where he hexes someone that jumps him. In this game, he's always orchiding Axe as he blinks in. Dying, boom.
Look hits. First crown is there. He needs some help. Static Storm, Solar Crash puts himself in the Tombstone. They hit the Fiend's Grave. Your BKB doesn't matter here, Mickey. They get the kill on both Boxy and this Gyrocopter. Boom's still alive. And now Nisha, Astro Step across the bow, Celery, but he doesn't quite care. They hit the hook. It's on the Axe. It's trying to pull him back so he can TP away, but Crystallis is in. Tofu under the shroud of this Glimmer Cave. They're going to buy back on the Dark Will. They're going to try and get a kill here on a Celery. But it is just not an easy go for the side of Liquid. They were diving past the tier 3. They can't even hit. As Boom forward again, Nietzsche goes in, gets the kill onto the Disruptor. So at least they're salvaging a little bit.
Maybe Boom as well.
Boom is now on the run because he had the Battle Hunger on him, but turns around with the Blade Mail. And they've got the Sprout. It's on the two. They'll get the kill on Ace. They rip through this Axe. Crystal is still here, and there's the glimpse onto the Pudge. That's going to be another +1. He'll try to dismember, but there's no pulling apart this Undying. They continue and continue to find kill after kill. Foxy with the Venom on top of Celery, but he's not dying again.
I'm not sure Liquid, they're playing a bit like a pub. They're just going in without the full force, trying to punish MOUZ over and over again, and they're getting just slapped back into the fountain one time after another. So many attempts where they're like 3 against 4, 3 against 3, trying to make something happen, but they are 20k behind. At this point, it's almost impossible. Even that Dagon, by the way, that Dark Willow has, let's see, Void, should be fine here, right?
Yeah.
Even the Dagon that she has does not allow her to stand on top of Undying and use her ult. The Blade Nail itself, like, it's such a fantastic item into the Dark Willow. Like, one of my favorite heroes versus Dark Willow is Pudge with Blade Mail. Undying with Blade Mail is just as good, because she pops her ult, you use Blade Mail, and you just stand on top of her with some decays, she's gone.
They have not stopped, man. MOUZ have just been running and pressuring just for what feels to be the last 17 minutes.
Basically, they didn't leave. Like, if you remember when Roche, they still had the Aegis when they started pushing. They were pushing mid, right? Tier 2. And this fight literally did not stop the last... Yeah, 8 minutes or
Radiant's
so.
courier has been killed. What did that courier ever do to anyone?
And they have 27 kills. They're averaging a kill a minute, and a lot of these have come in the back end, and it's just, you know, they're trying to defend. And now, self-nightmare.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. Maybe
He got nervous.
I think he tried something with the cliff, maybe to cut the tree or something. I'm not really sure.
Look at this.
Maybe just
graph.
misclicked.
the graph goes off the graph. Like, we broke the graph. I didn't know that was possible. That's pretty funny.
I don't know if I saw that before as well.
Roche is back up, pinged out immediately, and boom, ready to just put the tombstone down and go for this Aegis. I expect them to push real heavy with this second attempt. And there's really no way that Liquid can contest this.
They need some items. Like, they're still so far behind. Axe on Void Spirit will make a difference. He's got it now. Like, you can jump the backlines actually.
Has fallen to the
But
dying.
your Axe desperately needs a BKB. And he is getting it. He's getting closer to it at least. But I'm not even sure. I mean, at this point, they're so far behind it might not matter.
The hits. Go for the disruptor. Drops down a static storm. That's doing a lot of damage here to mid one. He's trying to survive. He's got a little bit of help. He's got the Lotus Sword on him, but they get the kill there. He's got buyback. They're going to go after Mickey. He's trying to TP out, but they got the root. They'll take out 3. Crystallis gets the kill, and they have buyback available on 2, but it only costs the Nature's Prophet, and that just is not enough for Liquid to feel like they got anything positive out of that.
Absolutely. And it's a hero that the moment he respawns, he will TP to the push. Doesn't have to stop at all. Void Spirit is trying, like Nisha is trying to perhaps
Dire's courier
retreat
got
here.
killed.
The hook
Those
is
things aren't
nice,
cheap,
but
you know.
it's like, do you really want to fight next to their tier 1
Not
tower
much
when you're
good's happening to
20k
Radiant's
behind
bottom
and they
tower.
have Aegis? Probably
Tier
not.
1 tower at 30 minutes, and this disruptor doesn't even die. Like, Celery's out of control, man. Somebody's got to stop this guy.
Snow fortified.
Nightmare save onto the disruptor. The disruptor who has that shard now has 1,000 gold, so we'll see what he's saving up for. Maybe a blink dagger.
Radiant's bottom
Down goes the tower. No gyro and no Dark Willow for 40.
That's one benefit that you get from the shard and disruptor, right? Like, it hurts someone like a Dark Willow that wants to hide in Shadow Realm. Like, you don't hide from the extra Thunderstrike hits.
Dire now
30
has
minute
many.
mega creeps. Wow.
And the call is
Step,
good.
a call, and that's a dunk. Damage is gonna die, but they'll get the hide on with the tombstone on a Celery. He's trying to survive. They go to the dismember, but they got themselves a static storm. The damage coming in on an Ace. They'll get the kill on the Axe. He's dead for 51. They've got the glimpse on Tofu. They'll pull him back, and Boom's just going to be running into his face. They bought back on the Bane, and GG is going to be called. Game 1 goes to MOUZ. They're now just 1 game away from going to the grand finals.
A clean game. Absolutely clean game. They had the tempo draft. They played it to the max. Undying on one side, having, yeah, some rotations go on him, but he had an absolute free time in the laning stage that allowed...
Yeah, too deadly of a duo indeed. And, well, if you want to see a bunch of teams
10
and a bunch of
seconds
duos,
remaining.
you got to come to Fissure Playground.
Dire
I
team
kind of
banned.
know...
Radiant
on
teams.
Reese-
Dire teams
Yandex.
turn to Radiant teams.
Nope.
Dire teams turn to Radiant teams turn to pick.
42 times, and there's
I
Radiant
guess,
teams
to
turn
an
to
extent,
pick.
between...
Dire
What's cool
teams
about
turn to
Mars?
ban. Radiant team
his
ban.
positioning with them.
Dire team ban.
I
Dire
is the
teams turn.
problem.
Radiant teams turn to pick.
they will put the Void 4. This is the
But I haven't seen it in a bit. They have some very wonky supports on Liquid, like Weaver plus Void Spirit. Nothing screams reliability out of these two. Like, you have some damage, you have some catch, but not a lot of control from one or the other. It's not much better on the other side, of course, as you have to count on hooks to connect. But
Right.
Mars kinda, it's easier to pop the arena, to just use the arena than the black hole, I guess, in general. Yeah, let's see how much Boxy does. I think Ember into Leshrac, we have seen that matchup a couple of times. Ember does all right, can get pressured, but eventually, what's so cool about the Ember is you can jump on Lesh, control him, and buy enough time for the Ursa to get on top of him as well. So you're poking, you're prodding, you can always get behind on the snap, on the pudge, and like in the grand scheme of things, like when you're looking at it, all these heroes together, you have Ember, Void, and Weaver. Like, good luck being the backline hero.
Yeah.
On MOUZ.
I'm worried to see if maybe MOUZ put on the pressure too quickly
Prepare
again.
for
Obviously,
battle.
Jug's not the most active hero early, but the other four can get pretty in your face, especially if it's Yule's first item on the Mars.
Who do you Omni Slash, by the way, this game? Like, how do you use Omni Slash? Unless the target is dismembered. Weaver has Time-Lapse or Shukuchi. Ember has multiple of spells that disjoints it. Void Spirit as well. Ursa has Enrage. If you come
Just
up to Enigma...
every time.
unless you want to get Black Hold. I guess it is. Kind of a cool draft from Liquid. Definitely a bit different. I think they need to play this game a little bit on the mechanical skill.
30
That's how it
seconds to
looks to
battle.
me, you know, just outplay MOUZ in like 10 to 15 minute mark.
See if mid one ends up giving up first blood again.
The hook is on the other side this time, right? So
The battle's starting.
Mid one. Chase is on. Tofu grabs that bounty rune. So this time it's 3 bounty runes for the side of Liquid.
oh, you know what's kind of cool? If you look at Liquid, I mean, cool to an extent. I don't know if it's the best or not, but Tofu is going for Skitter Step.
Not the
So-
experience one, right?
Yeah, not the experience.
Now I don't know. I don't even know if I like that.
So you're most likely not even maxing out bugs.
Look, hits on the Ursa. Only a God's Rebuke, though. Mickey gonna try and fight back. This will be some good damage. She even comes in, but Mickey now needs to be careful of another Yamage hook. Cause his death.
Next time.
Means he needs to play very safe. And this is Resonant Pulse Void Spirit level 1. There's a lot of damage that can come through onto the Snapfire with these Eidolons too, but you do need to be careful.
This time
Missing.
Yeah, like you said, it's kind of cool to play the Void Spirit this way into a Snap who just wants to burst you down. Right, so you have one hero that's very damn tanky on a position 4, that is. And all you need for an Enigma is a hero that does exactly that. Stands up front, baits out a couple of spells, makes sure that your Eidolons aren't falling that quickly. And the hero that blocks a camp. Good cookie.
Scatterblast, Ace. In trouble, the Blade Fury's on him. First blood for Chrysalis.
Of our kind.
You got level 2.
This guy doesn't have a 15 streak for no reason.
Something had to have gone wrong on top lane because they got versus an Enigma. Usually it's the Enigma that gets level 2 faster because you get more denies. But it's easier to deny with... Exactly, no denies on him. And 4 denies on Jug. Made sure that they get level 2 faster.
Rear
Reaver.
connects. Good move by Boom there. Gonna get tipped by Yamage. Gonna watch this courier. Mickey's gonna hold that. And now another cookie that lands on a Boxy. You don't really have a jump and a way out far enough, but no Blade Fury committed on that, and they won't get the kill.
he has the simulate, right? Like, he didn't still skill level 2. He can't take one or the other. He's waiting for the right opportunity to see what he needs. They're denying top quite heavily, like, still. Grandma as well with 2 denies and Jug with 4. It's a lot playing into Enigma.
Fury on the Eidolons, and that's just to clean up and get a good amount of gold there. But Blood Grenade, Malefice, and the Healing Ward. But there's the cookie. Top Crystallis! Oh, under the tower, Bucky commits! Oh, no!
A dark path.
Oh, boy. A level 1 Healing Ward with 1 shot.
Coming in clutch. Not only does he get that kill, I mean, the assist, whatever, he also cleared up the Eidolons with Blade Fury, so he's having a really good time on top lane.
This is super tough. And now, honestly, Boxy did not have the simulate, but Ace is in trouble. He'll try to TP the damage. Ooh, just lacking.
That's as good as dead, maybe, for MOUZ. You zoned out the Enigma completely. He has to buy boots now. I think the massive difference as well is maybe he would have bought boots anyway. He's playing into a Jug. But just forcing him to buy them anyway is good. Because he doesn't have that insta Helm of Dominator and he cannot pressure you with it instead. They are playing this top lane really well in MOUZ. The cookie alone is making such a huge difference. Sometimes you see a little shredder on Snap. He went 2-1-0. And you can see the small difference as well with the Pudge as well. He went for Rotten Core.
He's got the Rotten Core. He is not hitting as many hooks bottom, but they did get a kill on Tofu. Not unhappy about that in any way. Pudge moving over and will stack.
Denied.
There is that obs that does spot Yamich in the river. Maybe to try and help mid one here, who is struggling a little bit with the fact that he hasn't been able to refill his bottle. And not going to be able to refill it even further because Nisha's going to go north and swipe this bounty rune, knowing that mid one hasn't taken it. That'll stop another bottle refill from mid one. And if you control the 6-minute rune, that means mid one's working without a bottle for a long time, and this item is just sitting here empty.
Yeah, minute 6 rune. It's the most important part of the game right now.
Dire's top tower is
I would
under
be surprised
attack.
if
Weaver's gonna start to come over, has 15 seconds. Yamich is around, and Weaver making the move. If it's bottom, mid one has just regained a little bit in the lane, but if it's top, and it is, Celery picks it up.
Like Dire
It's not that amazing. It's still a lack of bottle refill.
doesn't have 6 yet on Ember. He needs to get it here from the
Now
creeps.
he's got it. So the chase is going to be difficult. He's just got a remnant.
They have Pudge there, but he's kind of big now. He regened a lot.
Oh, now where do you TP to, right? Or go to? You've got now Yamich on you. Blood Grenade, another remnant, Searing Chains. Can he hit the hook? Ooh. Just off the mark.
It was so important that they that he changed the Pudge as well before going back. But Lash is stopped now, and it's a minute 7 Wisdom Shrine soon. They could get a kill here and maybe go into the shrine area.
This
I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure if that's greedy though. He has a remnant on Ember. He's coming in as well.
He's behind with the Weaver, but the Blade Fury's there. Ace is pretty much dead on his screen already. Boxy's not going to do a lot of damage. Yamich is in, but he doesn't have a lot of health either. They'll go for Tofu. They'll try to kill him. The Diabolic Explosions help out, but Crystallis is dead. Yamich will fall to Boxy. The shrines are picked up by MOUZ. You do lose the Jug, who is having an excellent start, and is still top of the net worth by a lot. But how much did that just help you? What are the pros, and do they outweigh the cons?
Yeah, losing the Wisdom Shrine never feels great. Like, when you look at the supports, level 4 Weaver, almost level 5 Boxy. I feel like Boxy doesn't mind too much because he's been given this lane anyway. Enigma is completely in the jungle, and Boxy is de facto your offlaner right now for Liquid.
Look to your own.
Mid one, hoping, praying, trying to refill this bottle.
Oh, Nisha gets it.
Oh, Nisha gets it. And immediately, this is a long TP. If Nisha had stayed, I mean, he can't, because there's Diabolic Edict explosions happening around him, but that could have been interesting. They hit the arena, they'll get the kill. Tofu's dead. Boom, by the way. He's going into this Phase Boots Soul Ring, and I'm curious to see when the timing comes in for this Yules, but he is not farming excessively well. That being said, Enigma's kind of on the same trend. Damage hits the hook.
The only difference is Boom has been alone, right? Like, he's been left alone completely down on bot lane. I believe he took the Wisdom Shrine as well. Like, Pudge is just never playing with him anymore. He has nothing really to do down bottom. If you hook Ursa, you're dead as Pudge right now. You don't have Dismember.
Level 5 only for Ace, and he's going to try and put the hook here from Yamage. We want to hook you into coming into the Sava Center. That is exclamation point ticket in the chat to get more information and click that banner below. The Sava Center in Belgrade, Serbia is going to be hosting Fissure Playground #2. That is October 31st to November 2nd. Tickets starting as low as €8 for a single day pass for Friday, all the way to €25 for a 3-day pass on the weekend. Join us. Some cool Dota and some cool merch and some cool fun things to do around the Sava Center. Minute mark. Mid one. He's got a bottle sip. He had gotten it refilled at one point. But again, can he get a refill on this bottle? He's desperate. Ember comes back mid, scan connects.
It's the 10 minutes rule. Let's see.
Aether Remnant hits on the Leshrac. Oh, shield's not getting of the rune. No, it's a shield rune. Oh, another rune that mid one just cannot get into that bottle.
Yeah, kind of rough for him. Especially considering Nisha will be buying the Maid Slayer.
Are those cracks
The
in
good
Dire's
old
top
reliable
tower?
build. Especially into the Leshrac. Getting that Maid Slayer on Ember is very nice for Liquid. So far, the lanes are...
Shadow Fury, by the way.
Yeah, Jug is the outlier. Like, he's having a fantastic game. 5.5k net worth. He's gonna have the Battle Fury.
Arena and the Spear. It's Ursa, though, but they've got the Scatter Blast. They need some help. Boxy wants the control. They're trying to get down here with the Diabolic Edict explosions. Boxy taking a lot of damage, but now they're on this Ursa still. Crystals comes in, Aether Remnant connects. They'll land a Spear. They'll try to get a kill here. Nobody's dead on either side yet. They finally get the kill on the Tofu. They've got the healing ward down, but Ursa escapes, and that's the biggest part.
They're still around. They have the healing ward to get some resources back. Ember tries to get it at least.
God's Rebuke and the Assimilate on the low ground. Aether Remnant connects. Nobody to stop that TP out, but Celery, Remnant forward. He'll end up dead. Got a Remnant back too, so Nisha getting the kill there onto the Snapfire.
And Nisha was literally playing into like 3-4 heroes there. Gets the kill. They were distracted, of course, a little bit by Void Spirit, but Ember with the shield rune, not a lot that you can do to him at this stage of the game. So for Liquid, this was sort of a win, I have to say. Even though they lose the Void Spirit, they don't lose the Ursa, which was the target for MOUZ. And Enigma finally got some space to pressure the top tower. He's got the Helm of Dominator now as well to work with.
Dire's top tower is
Another
under
rune
attack.
for Nisha.
I mean, this is this is just sad now.
I think we've gone through what? All the runes?
Yeah, every
tower
rune.
I think we still need Illusion rune, right?
Every rune was embers for sure.
Yes, this is what I'm getting at, but I'm wondering if we've gone through the entire catalog yet.
In reality, it is way easier for the Ember to go for the rune and put himself out there than it is for Lesh. Lesh has a lot of damage, but no mobility. So if he gets gone on, he's dead in the river. Meanwhile, Ember just doesn't care. Even if he gets hooked, he can Remnant down.
One about to have this Blink Dagger Smoke going to be used here by Liquid. They're still trying to, you know, even the series up at 1, hoping to force a game 3. They have the Searing Chains, the Cookie. All right. Celery still alive for a moment, but eventually, I mean, surely he dies.
Better help Dyer's middle tower.
Learn from your mistake.
Hodge. He beats from the river, but misses the hook. Yeah.
Dyer's middle tower is
Waiting
under
for the cores to
attack.
get involved a little bit more, I would say.
Dyer's
Mars,
structures are fortified.
he is still about 1,000 gold
Someone
away
better
from
help
this
Dyer's middle
Yules.
tower.
Jug, of course, is going to take this time to just get everything he needs. He's very far ahead. Although, the net worth lead has been cut down a little bit. Okay,
Lesh
he's
has
going to
the
have
blink,
this
by the
Battle
way.
Fury.
Lesh has a blink. That's the big item. They just got it.
Hook hits. Control is there. We'll have the follow-up stun.
This is where mid one can truly thrive.
Dyer's middle tower could use some help.
Let's see what happens, but it is a bit of a more dangerous game for him. Like, no snowball save, no tiny toss backs. If he jumps in, he needs to make sure that he can get out. And usually, when you're complemented with something like a tusk, that can very easily happen. But without him, it'll be a bit more difficult. They might want to kill the Enigma on top with the smoke. Oh, look at that beautiful circle.
Knowing that it's coming, Yamish is going to die here to Nisha, by the way. They are moving over as a duo to maybe make something
Dyer's
happen. They
middle
are
tower
smoked
isn't
up.
going to
Jug
last
is
long.
showing. This could be an attempt to go for Jug that goes wrong if
Dyer's
they're able to
middle tower
counterplay
just went
this.
down.
They're now bringing up both spirits. Crystallis now needs to run. They turn around. They've got the Distract. They go to the Omni Slash. He's going to bounce around a lot of heroes and Eidolons. Ace is already dead. No Black Hole. Nisha trying to show up to this help. In one, he doesn't have the dialogue heat going on anymore. The Mage Flare is going to hit. They go to the Blood Grenade. That's going to land. Tofu's going to be really low. They hit the 8th remnant. They get the kill on the mid-one. They take up the spree. Healing Ward is killed. Isha is low. Cookie not on the mark. Remnant away. No blink, no follow-up. Boom. He's really far back, and they just do not have a way to catch Nisha. They will lose the Leshrac, but they do get the Enigma.
Exactly what we were talking about during the draft, right? Like, it's so easy. Like, you can only one hero in this game, and that's the Enigma, easily. Everyone else, so damn elusive. Like, Void Spirit was tough as well, but he was running in the opposite direction, and they couldn't catch him too. You have Squishy, you have Remnants, and Void Spirit. Like,
They've got the Yules now from Mars, and I think Yules and Blink at that timing, obviously the Blink is very far away, should really help out.
yep, Yules is
catch
great.
situation.
Deserves just as much help as
Yules is
Bottom.
great, like you just said. But for Yules to work, you need to be in a really good position before the fight
Radiant's
even
middle
starts. You know,
tower
like, you
is
need to
under
set up.
They got one!
Illusion.
Or did they? Nisha had just swiped that from the high ground.
Dyer's
I don't know, man. Spear connects, and that's a quick kill on a Tofu.
time work to get to
The Yules paying dividends quickly.
Very good pick-off, because it nets them the tier 1 tower as well, and maybe
Radiant's
rotation
middle
up
tower
top.
is under
They still have the arena. How's our boy Ursa doing, by the way? Haven't looked at him in a long time. He has the Blink and the Battle Fury. Right, showing
Black
top.
hole. Hook misses.
Oh, that
But they don't get the kill initially. They'll eventually finish off Boom with an Astral Step, but this is going to cost Ace his life. So off-laner for off-laner, and a massive
keeping it.
cooldown now for Liquid. They'll look for Celery. They've got Crystallis in the vicinity, who's going to start to put some damage on and some hurt, but the Searing Chains, the Omni Slash, they get the kill on Anisha. The time-lapse, though, from Tofu. Does that matter? I mean, Nisha's the kill that they wanted. They land the cookie. He doesn't have Shikuchi, and he's dead, too.
Ursa is it.
Ursa's in. Ursa dismembered. Ursa is dead. They take out the bear. This bed's just right as MOUZ looking like Goldilocks taking care of these bears. And they have gotten the kill on everybody on Liquid.
They just wiped them.
That didn't look like it should have gone that way at all off the start.
No, absolutely. I'm still confused what happened to the Ember. Like there, he had a remnant to work
Radiant's
with,
top
right?
tower
Yeah, he
has
did.
looked better.
But he just allowed all of these Omni slashes to connect on him. If he dies, the viewer has to use laps as well. It was a very wonky fight. And even this, Ursa jumps in, he doesn't manage to kill off the Pudge and gets dismembered. It's like they're very strange for Liquid, but it feels like they're not truly communicating all of the spells that have been used on MOUZ and all of the spells that they will be using.
Now blows the doors open. You've got Blink on the Pudge. He's ready to dismember. Just jump in and have that extra control. Boom is halfway towards his Blink, which is a lot of gold away, of course. But you've got Manta for Jug flying out with his courier now respawning. He'll have Butterfly next. Like, this guy is getting to that point where, you know, it's not going to just be the Omni Slash that's the issue from him. The damage and what he's going to be able to accomplish in these fights is going to be pretty important to them. They smoke out. They know where Ace is. They're going to try and make a move to get this kill out of the Enigma. He's standing still. He needs to get back behind this tower. But they blink, they dismember, and he's dead on his screen already. There's nowhere for him to go, and this Enigma has been shut down.
They have two wards, by the way, under the tier 2 tower that have been planted at the same time. But this is something that MOUZ is doing every game. Whenever they have a lead, they go into the pit with like 2 heroes, but 3 heroes are hunting. If 2 heroes can do rush on their own, which was the case in this game as well, they don't waste time.
Which is crazy to say about Roshan. Going for Roche is a bait.
Yeah, pretty much. It just makes sure that there's a fight happening. Mars.
This is Nisha. He's got some help from Boxy. The Astro Step, the Sun does miss, but Yamich hits the hook. Dismember will get the kill. Yamich with another one. He's 2-2 and 6. He's got 9 flesh heap stacks.
These heroes on Liquid, you know, like when they're playing ahead, when they have an advantage, they feel really great to play. But once you get behind, ooh, they can fall off real quickly. Specifically talking about the sports, the Weaver and the Void Spirit. Let's see, Lesh.
Set up a Searing Chains. Lesh is in trouble because they've got the jump from the Ursa. They're going to get Yamich too, I believe. He gets towards the tower, but not under it. Dismember will only extend the inevitable. But while this is going on, I think the attempt is going to be here to go and get Ace. He's under a ward, and Crystal's just kind of chilling, waiting. And he will spot him. The Boxy comes in with a Rod of Atos, and now he's trying to turn this one around. He's got Black Hole, but who does he go for? Boom. He has the Blink Dagger, but it's on the Courier. He just come in. Everybody else is coming over, yeah, from Liquid. And, you know, I thought for a second this was going to be Torby time for MOUZ, but instead, it's Torby time for Liquid.
Yeah, Ursa will take it, and that's like a 1k gold swing, less. 2k, I should say, even more. But yeah, like overall, nice little play on the mid lane to kill the Lash. Then nice little rotation on top. I feel like why they didn't commit to meet completely on Enigma is because of the hype as well. Even though they had the Aegis, they didn't want to throw it away.
Now they're still cooking for something.
I think
not gonna find anybody.
Last time these two teams played, the Flash was answered with the Ursa as well. And you could see it on that mid fight. If you do get on top of him, it's kind of hard for Lash to survive. He's going for Hex next.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
They've got the arena, the Yules, the spear, the connection. Mid one getting that kill. Kisses just for good luck. And they are looking for more. They want to follow this up with a kill potentially on the Ursa. I don't know if they know it would be the Ursa, but they have Blink, and now it's going to be the jump in. They go to the Dismember. It's out of the Ursa. They'll have the follow-up stun coming out from mid one. Do they have the complete control? They do. And a good follow-up kill. 1 and 2, and a tier 3 getting pretty low. If you want to follow just like they followed that up, you can follow us on the channel, !F in the chat to get more information on all things Fissure Universe, past, present, and future. You can get more info on Fissure Universes coming up, and Fissure Playground 2 happening at the end of the month. Follow us on all social medias. Make sure you got all the info. Tier 3 gets low, Tier 2 goes down, and MOUZ doing that thing that they do where they just jump off the deep end and go.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
They're making this look a lot easier than it truly is, but all the rotations are working out for them. This position for Pudge as well, with all the right pickoffs. Finding the Ursa in that last moment, of course. Butterfly next on Jug. Almost, I mean, it is completed. It's flying out to him. What I really like about Crystallis this game is that he's not afraid to just go up front and hit buildings. He's been taking one after another objective, Rosh included. That's healing on the healing word.
Yeah, the Eidolon.
Yeah. It was funny.
I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna touch the healing word.
Eidolons look like Morty from Rick and Morty. To me somehow. I don't know.
Guys, I'm just trying to touch this healing word.
Oh, they're in.
Arena, spear. I don't want to damage that quickly. Ace, though, he's got to figure it out because he's got the Ghost Scepter, but that doesn't matter when the kiss is raining down. The damage wasn't immediate, but it was long enough where they were able to get the kill. This is going to time out potentially dangerously for Crystallis. He's only got 11 seconds left on his Aegis. He needs to be careful about his positioning, but they're going to kill Anisha anyway. They'll look for the hook. That doesn't connect, and that's going to be a tier 3 dying in the top lane. And look, this Aegis expires. How long are they willing to stay?
We're under attack.
Hey, I mean, who can fight them? There's no Enigma, there's no Emperor. How exactly do we fight this? Liquid are just losing very important pieces of their lineup at all the crucial points. Like Emperor now has died multiple times in a row. Enigma got picked off before the high ground push. I mean, as it was happening, a lot of unusual mistakes from Liquid.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Torn down. Astral Step, Aether Remnant off the mark.
Ursa, he's on the right.
Back around and hit.
Oh, he's dismembered.
Now Ursa dismembered. Spear connects. He's dead. 54. No buyback. That might just be it. You've got the Ghost Scepter for the Omni Slash. You're thinking about a black hole, but Ace, they're splitting them up. He doesn't want to commit to a one-person black hole in the Damage and or the Jug, so he doesn't commit to anything. Instead, he's backing away. Crystals will continue to look at the mid-center racks, and they have no answer.
You've got to wait for your Ursa.
And you dismember the arena! It comes through on everybody. He'll look for the black hole. It's only on Yamich, and it does connect onto this Mars, but Yamich, he'll die. They lose Ace. They don't have black hole anymore, and that is looking oh so bad for Liquid. This is looking like the end. His Foxy's gonna die. Nisha looking to make anything happen. The spear connects as he comes back from the slight.
Radiant's middle
I truly felt like they had to.
Mid one too.
They have to wait for the Ursa, but Boom wasn't gonna allow that to happen. The moment Ursa goes in, he might just die to the Hex if he shows himself. Like, he has a BKB that's been unused so far.
He's got the blink. He has the Hex. If you show, I think you just die. Blink in, there's the Hex. You show, you die. And that's it. 54 seconds. You don't have buyback. Everybody's gone. GG is called. MOUZ are going to the grand finals.
They deserve this. Like, they played out of their minds. It's like, I don't know, but it felt so simple for MOUZ. Like, never felt like Liquid were putting up a fight. Let's put it that way. Said it in game number 1.